Let's talk about 5 different accessories which are must-haves in my opinion for the Sony ZV-1, this little baby, and some additional ones you might want to consider. Before I start, guys, this is part of a series. This is the second series. I just bought the Sony ZV-1 in 2022. This is just the accessories. Review will come, a comparison between the DJI Osmo Pocket, and of course a few tutorials on how to set it up at first and some handy tricks and tips. So if you're interested, please subscribe. Anyways, the first thing I've noticed when I bought this camera was a insanely small form factor. So when I first had it in my hands, the thumb grip over here, I thought, okay, thumb grip with this little barrier here, is this enough? Yeah, okay, it's okay-ish, I thought, it's okay-ish. Then I thought, well, otherwise, if it's not, I can still, mount a strap on it. Now, unfortunately, there's only one point where you put a strap in, which is a single strap, and I normally like to hang it around my neck, easier for me. Additionally, I noticed that the tripod mount here was very close to the battery door. So the first accessory that I really needed to have was a camera bracket, and what I chose was the small rig with a wooden handle here, enough points here where I can attach either lights or whatever I want to, various different hot shoes. Here is where the flip-up screen comes through. On the bottom there's enough plates or enough room here and to really put in your tripod, and the battery door seems to be pretty much open and clear. And here we have the grip now, what I just said. Now there's one thing, the battery door here is open. If you decide to purchase this, of course the links are in the description below, but make sure that once you mount this, please push where the screw is here. Push this part down, otherwise you'll have the battery door not fully fitting, which is quite frustrating. So once you have this, I was already like, wow, this is a completely different feel to the camera. This thing only costs like 50-60 bucks, so it's not that much money, which is great. So then I thought, okay, tripod screws, Bluetooth wirelesses. Now there's many of them. I normally love this little tripod-y thing from Manfrotto. This is like 18 or 19 bucks. It costs nothing. Simple selfie stick can do the trick, but I wanted Bluetooth wireless. So the first thing I bought was this, yes, the Sony, with a little button here which makes you change angles. You have a little button here which makes you change another ones, on the horizontal, the vertical. You can all change it. It's a really premium build, by the way. 2 tripod legs, which you can basically either put like this against the wall or like this on the ground, which is pretty awesome. It is battery powered, it's a very small battery in there. And it also comes with a film remote control photo, zoom in, zoom out, a customization button, and an on and off switch. What it doesn't have, and this quickly I realized, is a tripod mount. And what it doesn't do, these controls, is allow you to control the menus hands-free. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Now, this is a premium build, and this works with any kind of Sony camera, and probably other cameras as well, non-Sony cameras. But it's pretty expensive. It's about €128 or $149, which is very expensive for the type of handle you get. Yes, it's high quality, but it's got some buggy defaults. So I started looking for a different yet similar wireless Bluetooth handle, and I found the Moman here for about half the price, chargeable via USB, magnetic control here, selfie stick into it, and it comes for a tripod at about half the price. Now I've tested both extensively, and I am definitely recommending the Moman here because this gives you so many different ways of using it. Yes, you can use it as your traditional selfie stick. You can also put it somewhere fully extended for one of the shots that you want to take, and you want to be in the shot. You just take the remote and upside. There you go. You just switch it on, off, whatever you want to do. Easily pairable via Bluetooth. So I think this or this type, I bought the Moman because I saw it mentioned in comparison with the Sony one. If you have any other options, let me know in the comments below. The third one, and that is the odd one out. It's the one that probably you think, huh? Oh, it's this. This is a magnetic 52mm filter ring, which you can easily mount on your ZV-1. It is the same mount as the RX1. What it does is it comes with a little magnetic strip here you mount surrounding your lens. You just put this on and you can mount a 52mm filter. Yeah, whether that's an ND filter, UV filter, color filter, non-polarized, polarized, whatever you want to, you can mount it on. And the great thing is if you don't need it, you just get it on and you keep the small form factor. This thing here is not only great for filters, it also allows you to mount the specific lens for this camera, which is pretty great, but I don't think this is a key accessory. We'll get to that later on. And the great thing is here is you just take it off, switch it back on. Hoppa, there you go. No problems at all. Comes with a little pouch here. It's not cheap, it's 50 bucks, but it's a great investment. Methinks. Next one is the JJP Screen Protector. This is 20 bucks, but what this does is it will protect your LCD screen here. Yes, you see my great vlogging setup. Your LCD screen here from scratches, dust and all that kind of stuff. So definitely recommendable. And then last but not least, it's the elephant in the room. Yes, guess what it is? Batteries. It's well known that the Sony ZV-1's batteries are very small. I'd say they're even worse than the ones on the Sony a6400 or my Sony a7R II. These are very small, they're about 35 euros native, so that means Sony batteries, but I've just bought this here, charger in one, because you don't get them from Sony. So 2 batteries and a charger, I think they were 34 euros. These batteries go for about 55 minutes. The Sony batteries go for about 1 hour and 4 minutes if you shoot in 4K max res. So that gives you about 3 hours. Now additionally, the Sony ZV-1 has one thing which other Sony cameras might not, a lot of other Sony older cameras might not have, is that once you put in a power supply and your batteries in, this will not only charge your battery but also your camera. So you will not have the exhaust all of a sudden in the middle of a recording session like you have with the a6400 where I'm shooting on currently. So as I was just stating my entire thing, that the Sony ZV-1 you can actually charge and record while it's still charging your battery, upwards the Sony a6400. This beast doesn't, and guess what happened? It just went on battery exhaust. I didn't plan it. Now let's go over some that you might need, not necessarily, but are handy. First of all, the WL from Ulanzi. This is a little lens, 18mm wide, and as you can see, it just gives you that little bit more of width, which is great. The second part is a light source. Because of the cage, you can now mount your light source here as well. If you're in low light situations or studios, indoors events, whatever you're filming. Then there is these things, and I bought these, which are hot shoes, and you can mount them on the side of or on top of your camera to, let's say, for light, for audio. That's one of the things as well, which is the next one is audio. I would definitely recommend you buy any kind of microphone that you can connect into your camera. I normally use the Rode Wireless Go because I think they're most suitable for when I'm doing big hollow rooms, no soundproofing. But you can also use something cheaper. You can go for the DT Duo D4, which has a shotgun microphone with a microphone facing backward and one facing forward. That's about 100 euros. So you can pretty much determine whatever you want to spend is what you can spend on a microphone, and the audio results will be a little bit better than what the ZV-1 has to offer. Now, if you have anything, please let me know. This was it for today. I'll see you next time.